Please pause for a moment of quiet reflection.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We are the Alpharetta High School, and your morning show starts right now.
What's up, Alpharetta? It's Kyle back with the announcements. We are pleased to announce our college fair on Wednesday, November 29th at 6 p.m. in the Media Center. Come and see what these universities have to offer. Georgia Southern, Georgia State, Kennesaw State, Purdue, Oglethorpe, University of Alabama, and much, much more. We'd love to see you there. All students in accelerated geometry will take their milestone end of course test this Thursday, November 15th. The Media Center will be closed all day and there will be no bells.
Thanks, Kyle. I'll take it over from here. There's a BSU meeting after school at 3:45. We will be covering many topics. Snacks will be served and we can't wait to see you there. And now we'll move on to entertainment.
Hello, Alpharetta. I am Chase Maycock, and this is your fact of the day. Sadly, Stanley has died. He died yesterday around our 5th period. He was a great man, a man that changed the movie-making industry, a man that changed our creative imagination, a man that made us all to believe that we are, and we can be superheroes. He's probably one of the greatest men to ever live, creatively thinking-wise. He was an inspiration to all of us, and he will be missed.
Hey Alpharetta, have you ever wondered about this old abandoned building on Kimball Bridge Road? I'm Audrey Uphues, and this is The Scoop. This Fulton County maintenance building is filled with a world of history behind its crumbling brick walls and dirt-stained windows. Filled with stacks of lumber, machinery, and dust, remnants of the Bailey Johnson School, which opened in 1950, stands here on Kimball Bridge Road in Alpharetta. This building was once used as a school for African American students in the dark period of segregation. Bailey Johnson School opened in 1950 for African American students in North Fulton, Roswell, Alpharetta, and Johns Creek. Before 1950, African American students in North Fulton didn't have an option of continuing their education after 8th grade. Students wanting a high school education had to commute to one of the two schools in Atlanta. Alpharetta Colored School promised to change that. The new school offered classes 1st through 12th grade. And in 1953, a year before the school graduated its first students, parents successfully petitioned to change the name of the school to Bailey Johnson after George Bailey, the name of the Alpharetta resident who donated the land for the school, and Warren Johnson of Roswell, who was a proponent of African American education. For the 1966 and 67 school year, students at Bailey Johnson were allowed to transfer to the newly integrated Roswell High School, although most chose to stay at Bailey Johnson. At the end of that year, Johnson closed, and since 1967, it now stands as a maintenance building for Fulton County Schools. I'm Audrey Uphues, and this is The Scoop.
I'm gonna try to not make this as cheesy as possible, but I haven't been alive for too long. But I've noticed something as I've been living. Communication is hard, and we suck at it sometimes. And I know I don't have any point of expertise, but I feel like we've all been in a situation
where we just don't feel good and the mood is kind of angsty. And I feel like it would just be better if we talk to the person and let them know how we feel. In general, people don't really talk about their problems or beef with each other. They just spread rumors or fight or just straight up make their lives harder, you know? People should just be honest with each other and talk about how they feel or their problems, because fighting or spreading rumors isn't gonna make anything better. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work well. What I'm hoping to impose on you is that ignoring the problem will just make it worse. This goes for staff and students. Just freaking talk to the person. Don't fight, don't spread rumors, just be a good person. It's not that hard. It might be a little hard, but just talk. That's all. That's all I have. It's nap time.
Do you like to sing, act, and dance? Then audition for the Alpharetta Theater Department's production of Hairspray the Musical. Use the QR code on the screen to sign up for an audition time. And be sure to prepare a song that's 1.5 minutes long. Check out the Alpharetta Theater Instagram for more information. See you at the auditions!
This past Saturday, I attended an event called Careers in Film Summit at SCAD Show in Atlanta. It gave the opportunity to those pursuing film as a career an insight into the industry. Throughout the 4 panels, Academy members and filmmakers discussed their professions and shared their advice and skills that each pathway requires. The people stretched from those who worked with Spike Lee in the movie Malcolm X and directed their own documentaries such as Olympic Pride, to those who designed the costumes for the actors and actresses in the movie Detroit. I spoke to Jay Jacobs about her experience at the summit.
My overall thought of the SCAD show was that there are pathways you'll go through, and it's not always going to be easy to get into the film industry, but you will make it if you push your way through it, and if you really want it, then you can take it.
Overall, the experience at the summit was an eye-opener for me and others who are passionate at film. My name is Jazzy Hurrell with The Morning Show.
Bonsoir! Je m'appelle Louise. Je m'appelle Margot.
Et moi, Cyriac.
Et vous avez regardé le Morning Show.